Hello and welcome to Byron Bar, where every game is worth playing. Today we are taking a look at XCom 2. I know this game came out for the PC already, but we don't really cater to PC players too much around here, so we're gonna just go ahead and take a look at the console version and how it holds up. Now, this is a sequel to XCom Enemy Unknown, and we're gonna take a step back. Let's see, how far back are we? I guess we'll take a step back to here. This is a sequel to XCom Enemy Unknown that was released a few years back, and it received pretty good praise. And for the most part, it kept true to the XCom format. Brutal and punishing gameplay, but at the same time rewarded you for being strategic and knowing how to place your troops and how to maneuver them around the battlefield. Now, that being said, as with any battlefield, things can shift and become volatilely unstable. Now, my biggest problem with this game is that it takes a version that it has a story basis to it. Now, in the last game, you were able to have one of two different endings. One ending had you win the day and you get all the aliens kicked off your planet and oh boy, scientist. Okay. Let's see, where do I want to go? Let's go here. And you win everything and everybody's good. Now in another version, the version that they kept, which I can't help but feel is a giant kick in the pants to everybody who worked extra super hard for getting that good ending, because it is amazingly tough, is the fact that they went with the ending where everybody kind of lost.
We can make a move on that facility and destroy it to
set
back the aliens' operation.
So, is that a bad thing? Not really. It kind of went with a larger group consensus of who did what and how it was handled, but even still, it felt like a kick in the pants for everybody who worked their butt off to throw the aliens off of Earth and just be better than the originals. Let's see, what do I want to build in here? I got a power relay already, so let's... Advanced warfare. Additional skills. Let's go ahead and do this. Now, in that, this version of XCOM is much like the original, or at least the last game to come out. The biggest difference is that this one's rated T for teen, instead of the previous version's M. Alright, time to go rescue a friend. Recently on my last play, I lost a guy. So I kind of have to go save him now. Which is a good change, I think, personally. Now then.
We should have one of our soldiers equipped before they deploy.
Oop, nope. Don't want to do that. I just want to accept and go. Now, as with the original, you can pick your squad, have them be different loadouts, and all that good nonsense. Which is good. I like that. The addition to this, however, is that once you heal or stabilize somebody, you now have the added difficulty, or bonus, I should actually say, of getting them to the evac zone should you have to evac or be on a mission when required. I kind of like that, honestly. It shows an extra little oomph. But I've talked about this game a lot, and I now have to come to a part where it kind of leaves me wanting more, which is the load times. They're kind of bad. I say kind of bad because for other games, this wouldn't be quite so big a deal, but this is actually a quicker load time than usual. Usually you got about an extra 10 seconds worth slapped in there. Sometimes they can be bad, sometimes they can be alright, but even still, the load times stretch a little into the longer time. I don't know if this is the same for the PC or not, but it also has a tendency to kind of glitch out and look weird. Just from a visual standpoint, nothing bad, but Alright.
15, target coordinates incoming. Secure the VIP and proceed to the
Let's get to
evac
talking
volume
about this
for
in
extraction.
full detail. And I guess the first thing we have to mention is the story.
Advent already knows we're here, so your position isn't concealed for the extraction. Good to
So, what is the story exactly? Well, aliens have invaded Earth and kind of taken over. And it's your job to fight back as the Resistance. That is it. Honestly, I'm really kind of happy with this.
Moving out.
It's a nice, simple story, but at the same time, there's a lot you can do with it. And because you're on the offensive now, you have reasons for it not being quite as advanced or having all the world's backing with you. So, yeah, that building up of your arsenal is completely necessary and justified.
Into Overwatch.
Unfortunately, that's all I can really say about this. Either you end up succeeding and throw the aliens off the planet, or you don't. There's not a lot of in-between room. So, that being said, let's jump to the gameplay mechanics. And again, it's kind of a short affair here. It's an RTS. There's not much more I can say about that. Alright. Come on, come on, come on. These little guys are an absolute asshole to deal with. And oh, I missed it. Crud. Alright, well. Whatever. Well, thank God I'm not planning on keeping this save file.
No! What's happening? No, this isn't right! This isn't right!
And now we see the real deal with XCom. This really, really went downhill way too fast. My guy is now panicked, and I can't really unpanic him. I have to wait for a turn. However, I can do this and collapse the building underneath him. This game really rewards you for getting creative with how you succeed in a mission. And I just took care of somebody who can potentially mind possess my guy. So, I'm happy with that. Well, I guess I'll do this. And let him just keep a watch.
They're backing up! Advance!
Fortunately for something that usually you don't see a very good port of is the controls on this kind of game. And it handles really well. And I'm really happy to say that because it could have been very, very bad. The controls feel a little slidey at times, but you never have the problem that you can't do something. So, in a way, it's very nice to have them where they are, but I'm sure there's a way to tighten it up. I just haven't really had a chance to look for it.
Got it covered.
Okay, so I need to start moving him out. Now, the reason I'm bringing this one up is, well, honestly, because I had the chance to either get this or Mafia 3, and Gamefly sent me this. But, apart from that, I kind of wanted to showcase this kind of a game because it's not one that's seen on consoles a whole lot, especially nowadays. A very sadly overlooked genre. And these are fun games. Just all over. You just gotta be smart about how you play them.
On my way.
And you should be alright. Now, you're not always gonna win them, and that can be a bit of a kick in the pants, but even still,
On the move.
it doesn't always hurt to be different from everybody else, which fortunately this game is, and for the most part, is completely fine. Now, there are some things that I kind of wonder about. First of all is the rating from going from M to teen, but I can okay that. Honestly, that's really the only thing I have questioned is why you took a rating down. But honestly, it doesn't feel like it's missing. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's a lot of guys. It doesn't feel like it's missing anything. The challenge is still here. The difficulty and the repercussions for this are all very much still there.
Be advised, hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position.
So,
Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
I don't think this is really a big deal when it moved to a teen rating. If anything, it's probably going to make it more accessible because, I hate to say it, but more people are likely to pick up a teen game than they are a M game.
Went off the armor.
Ugh, excuse me. And being strategic, it requires you to, well, be strategic about how you do things. The punishments are there if you don't, and the rewards are there for when you do. Oh jeez, he is really out in the open. Alright. Need you to back up. Damn it. Alright, right there, I guess. Like I say, there's not a whole lot I can really talk about for this game. It's pretty self-explanatory. Good game with decent controls. Oh, that's not gonna hit him. Alright. It's a good game, really good controls, and one of the things that I really like about this game that hardly any others do is the level of customization you can have for this, and it's a lot. You can customize what your characters wear, their names, their nationality, virtually everything about them. I was told that didn't happen! God, I'm glad I'm not keeping this.
I'm alright.
So, honestly, yeah, this is a really good port. Especially if something that could have gone horribly, horribly wrong. So I'm really glad that it didn't.
Ich bin hier festgenagelt.
Yeah, what you said, buddy. I know I kind of nagged on Dark Souls for being brutally punishing and difficult to deal with, but honestly, I like it here. And I don't mind Dark Souls being as hard as I initially said it was. I guess the real question is which one I prefer more based entirely on the setting and the themes, which would have to come down to XCom. I'm just a bigger sci-fi guy.
Weapons burning ammo fast.
Come on. Aw, come on.
Weak hit. Weapons burning ammo fast.
I don't know where that mech went. Move here. I love how he still makes gun-holding motions even though he has no gun. Ooh, you're in a bad spot. Let's move you here.
Verstanden. Look up.
Yes. Actually... I know this seems like I'm being petty using a grenade against a guy with 1 peg of health, but I really need that guy dead because he can incapacitate one of my guys. So it was really important that I make sure he dies. So that's about it for XCOM Enemy Unknown, or pardon me, XCOM 2.
Kann mich nicht bewegen.
No words about it, I guess. Let me know if you like this, and if you want to see more, we might do a playthrough in it. Ah, cool! I wasn't expecting to get an achievement. This made this video all worthwhile. Well, that was handy. And come on. Yes. That's about all I got.
Negative, weapons dry.
As far as visuals are concerned, you'll know if you like this game or not. You can see what it is. There's not a lot different than this, apart from some of the kind of janky camera angles, and I really wish I could blame that on my recording software, but unfortunately I can't. The game just kind of looks that way. So, if you can put up with that, you ought to be alright. Come on, calm down, calm down, calm down. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna reload from here. You guys know whether or not you like this by now. And honestly, if you really want to see something that does good repercussions and risk-reward, definitely give XCom 2 a check out. If you like the real-time strategy type deal, all the better. If not, it's a really great entry point in a series that I would really advise you check out if you can.
On my way.
That's about all we got from here, so I'm gonna reload and take another crack at this. Hopefully I don't lose my sniper first time again. Here's hoping, right? Alright, we'll catch you next time. Oh, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you want to see more movie-related stuff, I also help a channel called Ninja Mafia Entertainment. I'm currently doing a Let's Play in the Batman Telltale series, so if you're enjoying that, you can click over to that channel and see some more of what we do. Mostly comic and movie reviews. But either way, we'll see you back here next time, guys. Alright.